Okay, guys, welcome to lesson 59, where we are going to be applying the decisions on multi-channel strategy and budget. But before we start, can someone give us a recap to just discuss what we did in the previous lesson? Wants to give a try? What happened, Senze?
So we were discussing a budget. We ended off the lesson discussing the budget. How important the budget is for a company in terms of tracking progress, and also how important the budget is in terms of the amount of content that you can produce.
That's true. And I even asked you about budgeting, and you didn't give me a straight answer.
I said I'm
I
bad
asked you whether you're a better or not. You didn't tell me.
I don't.
Okay, guys, thank you so much, Sims. It's greatly appreciated. What else did you discuss, Zemzem? Zem, don't act as if your mic doesn't work. I know you can hear me. Let's try Linda again. She's out. I think there's a problem with Lindwest's device, whatever that she's using. Maybe it's a phone or it's a laptop. Just keeps kicking it out. I don't know why. Okay, guys, we'll continue. Sorry, I was trying to let in Lindy. I don't know what's happening. So yes, we looked at multi-channel communication strategy. And there are also dimensions that you need to consider when selecting a channel. So you do not just select a channel for the sake of its popularity. You know, there are 8 dimensions that you need to consider. What are those dimensions, guys? I discussed the dimensions.
So please repeat the question.
I said that we looked at the dimensions that you need to consider when choosing a channel. What are those dimensions? There are 8. So can you please name some of them? Lindy, can you hear me? You're finally in. What was happening?
So I don't know. There's something to do with the network or something. I'm not sure, but I'm finally in, sir.
Lindy. Huh? You know, Abu Lindy, they are called Malindi. Do you know that?
So I will do it.
They are called Malindi. There's a shortcut.
Definitely, sir. That's what I'm called.
Oh, really? So I'm good at guessing. Guys, these are the dimensions that we discussed. Can you see them? Simpure, can you remember them now? Guys, can you see my screen?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Your screen.
Can you hear me? Your silence here too, somehow. So I'd feel like as if I'm kicked out of the class.
Yes, sir. We
Yes,
can
sir,
hear
we
you.
can
And I
hear
can see
you.
you.
Okay, perfect. All right, so let's do an exercise here. So we'll still continue with the terms that we're looking at in the previous lesson, and we'll still continue unpacking decision 7 and 8, which is multi-channel communication strategy and budget. But now we are going to do a case study, and we're going to continue discussing ShopRite. We are going to continue discussing ShopRite. Remember, in the first lesson for today, you mentioned, I think it was Simpiwe, you mentioned that ShopRite is for the general public. That's what we discussed in the previous lesson. You know, and as it stands, ShopRite does not have e-commerce platforms. Like you cannot order online on ShopRite, then it gets delivered to you the same way it is being done by Checker 6060, Pick and Pay ASAP, Woolies Dash, Spar to you, and so on. So as part of ShopRite decided to offer online shopping and deliveries for its customers, how can ShopRite create a multi-channel communication strategy? Remember, there was a time when Zem spoke about emails, and Linda was like, wait, but these people, do they have access to emails? So now, how can you utilize multi-communication strategy for ShopRite? It's a question, guys.
Can I ask a question? Is this similar or linked to the question that was in the first lesson?
Yes, to some extent, but remember, in the first lesson, we were talking about customer engagement and social media strategy. Now we are talking about multi-communication strategy and budgeting. Does it make sense, Zemzem?
Yes, sir. Now it makes sense. It makes
Yeah, I
sense.
know it can be confusing. So in the previous lesson, we were doing an application on decision 4 and 5, which is positioning and customer engagement. So now we are talking about multi-communication strategy. First of all, which communication channel do you think would be effective for ShopRite? Looking at who ShopRite is and looking at their target audience that you guys mentioned in the previous lesson, which channel would you think would be effective to use when interacting with ShopRite users?
So would SMS notifications um fall under multi-channel communications?
Definitely, they would.
Okay, so I would say maybe SMS.
Okay, and why would you say SMS? I'm not punishing you, Sam. I just want us to engage further. Out of all the platforms that are there, why would you say SMS?
I think
So
this
can I?
caters for both online and offline customers.
Okay, Lindy, you wanted to say something?
No, sir. I just wanted to help her, but she said what I wanted to say.
Okay, just help her. Let's pretend as if she didn't say it.
Yes, so I wanted to say the same thing, that SMS, because it caters for both online and offline, that you don't with an SMS you are not expecting a reply back, but you are sending out a message.
And do you think it would reach the target?
Yes, sir, it will.
Okay, let's talk to you guys. How often do you open SMSs?
Frequently, sir, maybe once every day.
Okay, that's very interesting. Let's say others, not only Zamzam here, okay, who can receive SMSs.
Yes, frequently. You know,
Like, do you
sometimes.
guys find SMSs reliable to open them? That's what I'm asking.
Yes, sir, extremely reliable because with Boston, I know they send us an SMS when the
Oh, I
works are
see.
out.
Okay.
I know
Got
if
it.
like with other platforms, like if you book somewhere, if you book at a restaurant, they send you an SMS. If you order things online, sometimes they do send you an SMS. So you do have to check your SMSs frequently.
Okay. I actually didn't think about that because for me, I don't take I don't use that priority for SMSs honestly, unless if I'm logging in somewhere and there's a pin, like a two-way verification thing that they have sent a code to my SMS, then that's when I would open that SMS. But what you are mentioning, Zem, it actually makes sense. So in this case, I see that yeah, the opening ratio of SMSs would actually be high. Okay, what else, guys? And remember, SMSs do not require smartphones, right? Do you know that, guys?
Yes, sir.
Since you mentioned that even the senior citizens, Abokoko and Abokulu, they also use ShopRite. So it wouldn't require a smartphone or even those small phones. There's a name for them, I just forgot the name. Those phones that do not connect to the internet. What do you guys call them in your areas? Pardon?
Is it not a Tamagotchi? Is it not a Tamagotchi?
Can you come again, please?
Is it not a Tamagotchi, sir?
Tamagotchi. I know that there are many terms that are given to those phones, and we still find them at Vodacom, at MTN, at especially at Pepcell. There are so many names but guys, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes, there's
Yes,
definitely a
sir.
lot of need for those phones.
Yes. Those phones where you can play, is it a snake game? What do you call that game? Where you
Snake.
just keep swallowing. Do you guys have those phones?
Yes, akhona biza amakhekhe also.
I'm a cake. Okay. But I think it's good for a backup, especially when I'm in Kunze town. What do you think, guys?
Definitely, sir, for going out even nje in general.
Really?
Yeah, it's a phone you need when you're going to small street.
So,
I highly agree with Small Street. That one, yo.
so Zem, you've been to Small Street before.
Yes, I have.
So if you have got an iPhone 14, you leave it at home, then you carry that one.
Yes, sir.
But it means you are going to be offline on WhatsApp.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's hear others. Simpiwe, Matapelo, and Primonia. Are you alive, guys?
I'm alive, sir. I told you. I'm learning, sir.
Or your network is
I'm
requiring you to
alive.
climb the tree for better
No,
coverage?
sir, I'm learning.
Okay, Simpiwe.
So I'm alive, sir. I just came back. I'm sorry, I had to deal with there's a worker that was at my house and he wanted to show me the work he was doing. I had to quickly deal with him, sir. But
Okay.
I'm back.
All right, Primonia. I know you told me during the first lesson that your mic is not working. It's always good to check if students are there or not. Some would leave their device on and just go elsewhere. Then all of a sudden I'm talking alone here. All right, so you'd use.
It's
What
that
happened?
because you call our name. In
Pardon?
this case, we can't do that because you're always calling our
Yeah,
name.
that's the reason. That's the strategy, man. That's why we're learning strategy. Okay, guys, you mentioned SMS. What about WhatsApp? Because I know that, the majority of people, honestly, nowadays they use WhatsApp, don't they? Unless those who voluntarily say that, you know what, I'm not on WhatsApp anymore. I always hear people saying that I'm taking a break from WhatsApp.
They do
People like
use
Zemzem who've got heartbreaks.
they do have WhatsApp name, but it's not. It will get to them, but it might not get to them the time you want it. For example, like, I have a family member that has a WhatsApp message, but if you say hi, she can respond to you after 4 to 3 days, not because she was online, but because now she needs to be online when she is next to a place where it offers free Wi-Fi or where she's in a mall that offers free Wi-Fi. You get what I'm saying?
Sure. I hear you, Matapio. Let's say others. I think I heard
Please,
Lindo's voice.
please,
Between Lindo and is it Teneo? I heard someone saying something there. Yes, Impiwe?
sir, please repeat the question one last time, sir.
I can't even remember what I said. Okay, I said that ShopRite, can they use WhatsApp as a channel of communication?
Yes, sir.
Since most
Yes,
people
sir.
are on WhatsApp. Then Matapio said that there are people who respond on WhatsApp after 4 days. Like for them to respond on WhatsApp, they actually have to be at a place where there's free Wi-Fi.
So I honestly think for a brand, they would use WhatsApp because brands nowadays they create business accounts on WhatsApp, and a lot of major companies have shifted to WhatsApp for the purpose of newsletters or promotions or just basically making your audience aware of what's going on, not for customer communication. It's not like you're gonna be talking to ShopRite or ShopRite's employee. No, it's more of ShopRite is just gonna send you information about their product, send you promotions and things like that. It's not back and forth communication. It's more of one-sided. But I have noticed
And also
brands.
nurturing user journey. I think Pick and Pay does have that on like these automated platforms within WhatsApp, whereby if you want to register a card, click one, then they just give you some navigation like how you want to do something, whether you want to claim the money that you have in a smart shopper card and stuff like that. So it's not an interaction, it's a sort of like nurturing the customer journey. I don't know if I'm making any sense. Then if it gets complicated, someone from support would then call you. Guys, how do channels work on WhatsApp?
I've never tried it. Hey, sir, I don't really know how they work.
Because I see there are big brands, like I think I've seen Mzansi Magic, Supersport, Netflix.
Sir, they just post the information and like newsletters, things like that. It's just for informational purposes.
So it can be a multi-channel communication. It can be part of a multi-channel communication strategy there.
Yes, sir. I think because like brands, they acknowledge how powerful and how useful WhatsApp is, and considering WhatsApp has become one of the most used applications, brands have decided that they're going to try to, instead of communicating back and forth, they're just going to promote and let them be the people who communicate to the customers instead of having the customers communicate back to them. Because WhatsApp, WhatsApp is unique to the other applications because on WhatsApp it's a lot more personal, a lot more engagement. It's not too much content, even though it has become now because of stories. But brands focus more on posting on their statuses. So if you follow the brand, it's going to appear now on your status, and then you click on it, and it's going to show you the different pictures and promotional advertisements. So
That's
that's what
true.
brands are doing now.
That's true. Because with WhatsApp, that's when you hear people like Zemzem asking who gave you my number. So it is based on people's mobile numbers. Am I lying, Zemzem?
I think anybody would be alarmed. Like if somebody just texts you, you would ask, "Who am I speaking to? Who gave you my number?"
But it
That's
depends. It depends
protocol.
on how you ask Zemzem. You're in digital
But it's
marketing.
protocol, sir.
You need to
Yes,
have a
you can be
strategy
kind.
how you ask.
Yes, you can be kind, but I believe if somebody's reaching out to you, their message from the beginning should state who they are, why they texting you, and where they got your number. Like, hey, my name is I got your number from core campus, and I'm texting you because I want to inquire about our F2.
Okay, but someone would like to greet you first before they even say where they got the number from.
But you can greet by saying hey. The hey counts.
Okay. All right. I hear you, Zeb. Then consider the impact of budget on the multi-channel communication strategy and the return on investment. So now we go back to Matapelo's example of using 100 rands. Kindly tell us, Matapelo, in terms of the multi-channel communication strategy for ShopRite here.
So can you repeat the question?
Consider the impact of budget on the multi-channel communication strategy and the return on investment. So we're talking about ShopRite here. If we're to use SMSs, WhatsApp, Facebook, I also see ShopRite does have a catalog online. So what would be the impact on budget there?
So I'll go with a Zoom thing, SMS, ne? But also Facebook, because SMS for example, ne, the most people don't usually go to SMS that frequency, or they, even if they see the SMS, they don't open it the same time. You get what I'm saying? But when it comes to Facebook, that on Facebook, like they show as if like on Facebook they make it as if like it's a printing marketing like the old time. Like they make it like not to pete paper, like it feels like you're holding a paper because they show things as they used to do on paper on a platform in like the platform your paper like digital paper. You understand? But they're making it digital, so it shows you it's okay fish oil. They show the fish oil and then they show you, unlike when my grandmother has to read the SMS, she needs to understand which fish oil is it the one that she used. Sometimes most of them they don't know the names of the things that they use, but when they say it, they know it. Like visual matters.
So
I
it
don't know if
goes
I make
back
sense.
that I think Semiawa is now confusing us because in the first lesson, she said that images would work. Now she's saying that SMSs. Guys, SMSs would they? Zem saying something?
But that's why I asked you if this question would be interlinked with the first
Yes, it is interlinked.
question.
Yes, it is interlinked.
Had I
Then
known that it's interlinked, I would have stuck to my initial answer. But
I didn't say your answer is incorrect.
okay, but for argument's sake, I hear what everybody's saying in terms of images. Can't they kind of like have like a link?
Yeah, so mostly there will be a link in an SMS. Then we then go back to this. Guys, you can see my screen, right?
Yes, sir.
Then it goes to 7. Can you see 7?
Yes,
So you receive an SMS and it has got a link on it. It means that you are going to leave that SMS platform and go to an application where you need to open that link. And if you do not have data, it means that you won't be able to open that link. Or if you are not in an area where there's Wi-Fi, you are not going to be able to open that link. But yes, it can be embedded with a link.
Can't it be like a link that leads you to a newspaper with the ShopRite images that doesn't need data, almost like a PDF, but it's not PDF. Like I don't know what application they use.
I do get you, Zem, and I do understand. Yes, it can be that way. Banks are also doing that, like, well, to go to mobile app banking, to your standard bank, to your net bank. I'm talking about your phone, not logging in online on your laptop. The app that you have for banking, most of them, you don't need data to log in and to process a transaction. Do you know that? As long as your data is on, even if you do not have data, you do not have airtime, you can still be able to process a transaction. I can see that with FNB and Standard Bank. I don't know with other banks, and ABSA as well.
FNB, sir?
Yes,
No,
I do have.
no.
I
But
do
so
have an
with
FNB
FNB, you
account.
need to be connected to like some sort of Wi-Fi or data, because my app does not allow me to access it without internet.
Really? That's
Yes.
very strange. I can, as long as your data is on, even if you do not have any airtime, you do not have any data bundles, you can be able to log in on FNB.
Sam, can I say something?
Yes, I'm listening, Matapelo.
Zim is right. Both of you are right, ne? But the thing is, when you download your app, both of you, the apps are different, but it's the same FNP. It's like, for example, there's Facebook and Facebook Lite. You get what I'm saying? Because I used to have that app that Zim is using until the other day. My other friend showed me that she can access her FNP without having data, just opening. I said, which app are you using? She said FNP. I'm like, I'm also using FNP, but look. And then we checked. Then that's where we saw that we're not using the same vision, but it's FNP.
Well, I've just done so right now. Switched off my my Wi-Fi, so my data is on, but I know that I do not have any data bundles, and I'm in. But remember, it also depends. Maybe it's an Android version of FNB because I do not use. I use an Android phone, so maybe it's only.
But this app is the one that they said I should download at the bank.
Is it an Android phone, Zem?
No, sir.
Maybe that's why. But on Android.
No, Sam. I also use an iPhone, but I can now. I deleted the one Zim is having. The vision that I was supposed. I'm supposed to download the one that doesn't need data because I use iOS, but I use my FNP without that. I'm telling you, there's two visions.
But you see,
have the Zim
Matapel, you see, but that I'm right? That you can access it without. Perfect.
Yes, you're right.
At least Zim can believe me now that you can actually transact without. I've tried that even when I'm out of the country and I'm in areas where I cannot access the internet. I can be able to transact on my FNB and Standard Bank apps.
It's not that I didn't believe, sir. I was just saying.
Yes, Matapelo.
I said the thing is, we must look at this. It didn't start by FNB. FNB used to have this app, but they needed data. Without that, you couldn't access. The first bank that started this thing, and then they followed, was Capitec.
Yes, Capitec to some extent is like ShopRite.
True, sir.
So that's why they did that, because look at Capitec customers and look at other banks, it can be argued that, ShopRite customers can also be Capitec customers. So the reason why Capitec did that initially, they knew that their customers won't easily afford, to be online. So let's just make this dataless in terms of, access and stuff like that.
and then other bankers
But remember,
follows.
guys, yes, we spoke about the do nothing approach. Do you remember it?
Yes, sir. And we spoke how it is dangerous, the advantage and disadvantage of it.
Yes. So other banks might have done that. So let's talk about budget then. Do you think it's easy to have enough resources to market for ShopRite? Since Simpiwe said that it's for the general public.
Do we think what, sir?
How do you reach out to the general public? Resource-wise.
Sir, please repeat the question.
Hey, man, I'm not a cassette, you know, Matapelo.
Sir, I'm having network problems and I can't afford to miss a class because you told me I don't want to fail.
I say that, do you think it is easy or difficult to have enough resources to engage with ShopRite audiences? Since Simpiwe say that they are for the public customers, if I remember. What did you say, Simpiwe, the first? During the first lesson?
The general public.
Oh, the general public, yes.
Yeah, families, people.
So how do you gather resources? Agents. How do you gather resources to connect with the general public? That's what I'm saying. I'm asking.
I think their budget would have to be towards advertising, like whether it's on TV or those newspapers. So they would have to have a budget specifically for advertising.
Okay. All right. And why on TV? Why on newspapers?
Because they would have a greater reach on TV and newspapers rather than on social media, I believe.
Okay.
I agree with them because when it comes to ShopRite, it's when it comes to, you see, when they do advert, and and what I like about them is that they don't just do their advert or during the day and everything. They check at the time where the Skim Sam is playing because they know that most of their target audience will be watching that specific soap. Then when it's break for Skim Sam, they show their advert, and then down there they'll also advertise them, telling them which grant, like the date. Like for example, old people will be getting paid on the 1st or on the 2nd, such thing. So I think that's where they get to communicate with their audience. And like let's do checkers, ne? Their family member. Checkers can communicate with their audience through the app, the one that they order food through, emails, through, like, you get what I'm saying, through Instagram, through TikTok. They can even send personal message on the app to tell you that, oh, you now your points are reaching this amount, you can get wara 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 wara. Or, oh, they say that the let's say you buy a lot of meat, they'll tell you that the meat that you usually buy, it's on special on the app.
Okay. Can they not capitalize on using on getting metrics from those who use the ShopRite card? So we're going back from Zemzem again. Zemzem told us, I don't know where she got that information from, but she said that those card holders, we have got their information. It means that we've got their numbers and their email addresses. Can we also track their buying patterns? Like, this is the kind of the groceries that these people buy every month. So whenever there are promotions related to those groceries, then you can send them information related to that. So that way you are actually, optimizing your cost, your advertising costs, because you already know who you're going to talk to.
You see, sir, going back to that, you see, sir, when it comes to ShopRite, there are the save card. I don't know. I have, from my family members, I have never, or my friends, I've never had anyone saying they use the point to buy something. I think the card it's meant for, you swipe when, let's say they say chocolate is 50 rand. But when you swipe with their card, it's gonna be 30 rand or 40 rand. I'm just making an example. But I have never had anyone saying they use the card to buy things. Unlike at ShopRite, in Spa, I've changed my point at Spa. And when it comes to Pick and Pay, they send you an SMS, especially on December. They tell you that you have this much point can get you this much grocery. Or if your points are not a lot, they don't say grocery. They say with this money you can get different snacks or spoil your loved ones on a Christmas day.
Okay. What about Ebri? Can they use taxi advertising on taxis, in taxis or something like that? Emma taxi.
Yes, they
Taxi
can,
ranks?
sir. You see those big screen at taxi ranks? They can use that one. Yes, or a taxi.
Simpio, what's the popular taxi rank in Durban?
What's it now? Durban, Etegwini. Yeah. I think it's that one. Durban, Etegwini is transport.
It doesn't have a specific name, like we know here that there's pre-taxi rank.
No, I think it's Etegwini. Yeah.
Okay.
But of course there are multiple taxi ranks.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think there's another one. What is it called? Zemzem. The one that is because you mentioned Small Street. There's another taxi rank.
So also another name is Imagate.
Oh yes, I've heard that one. Yes, I've heard that one. Yeah.
You see, since we are here in Joburg, we have a taxi rank called North. MTN.
Yes,
hey,
MTN.
You should never hold your phone. Be very careful. They will show you flames.
What happened? You've been there once, all of a sudden you want to scare everyone.
I'm not scaring anyone. I told you I was learning, sir. I was giving everyone opportunity to talk so I learn.
Yeah, I've been there several times, and you can actually see when you're coming across people, the way they are holding their handbags and their satchels, and then I ask myself, what am I doing here? I mean, everyone is running away from everyone. If you get what I mean. And nowadays they cut the straps of those handbags. All of a sudden, you think you're carrying something and already it's been taken away.
Hey, sir. Hey, it's bad everywhere, sir. The thing is, I've seen in the taxi, I remember this one time, 3 guys, they all had a knife going for one person.
Oh.
Yo, hey, I just thought to myself, thank God I'm in this taxi. Oh, I'm safe.
The problem is that everyone will be watching. I don't understand why people don't interfere.
Hey, people are watching. Hey, people are watching, walking past, none of their business. And I won't lie, I was not gonna help him too. 3 people, they all had knives, and they were long knives. Oh,
sure.
Yeah, I'm also walking by.
But right?
I don't know. All I know is I got to school safe and sound. I don't know about the other guy.
Oh, that's very scary. Okay, guys, this is how we apply the multi-channel communication strategy and the budget decisions. As Zemzem said that we need to put on advertising on television. Someone mentioned Skim Sam. That's it for today. Are there any questions? Are there any comments? Any admin staff assignments?
No, thank you, sir. Everything is okay.
Okay, thank you for confirming, Simpiwe. Abanye Nitini. Let's hear others.
Thank you, sir. We're all good this side.
Sir?
Yebo.
What do I do? Because, I don't have a teacher. So,
yes, the struggle
if
is
I want to
being
ask
real
questions
this
later
side.
on, who do I ask?
That's why I'm saying any questions. I'm the one asking questions. So
So
that you can ask me.
I can't think of any right now, but like for later on,
So it's like in the like so like maybe
Hmm.
like for the assignments who sir, like if we don't have anyone to talk to and we're struggling, like who do we talk to, sir? Because like damn.
I hear you guys. Let me do this. Do you have access to the chats?
no, but we have our own group chat. That's where only.
No, I mean here on this platform.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Okay, that's my number.
But I think they can add you on their group chat. Then you go out when a new lecture comes in.
Oh, then they'll be busy sending those funny emojis that I don't understand.
No, sir, we don't, sir.
If they do that, I'm giving you permission, says my good lecture. Ban them.
No, sir, don't go to that group chat. We are stingy with our lecture. We don't want them to steal
Yeah,
you.
but yeah, I do understand.
I only to
Simpiwe.
you.
I do understand Simpiwe, and I struggle to pronounce your name. Can you please remind me again?
Taniel, sir.
Tenio. Is it so? Tenio.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, Tenio. So as you know, next week it's contact class. It means that we are not going to have online lessons, and it's going to disadvantage you guys in Durban because it's not going to be online lessons. It's going to be contact. However, I've got part-time classes. It's always online. It's from 6 to 10 p.m. today on Thursdays. So even if you do not attend those classes, recorded links are posted on Core Campus every week. So it means that you never be behind in terms of the lessons. You can always go to part-time recordings whenever we have got contact classes like next week. But if it's the other week, then you can always attend these day sessions. How's that?
It's cool, sir, but it's really not fair, hey? Because like
Where's
I'm paying
Mumbai?
to be. Pardon, sir.
Where's Mumbai?
Sir, she's not here anymore, and they hired Sandton hired someone, but she left because she said we toxic. So I don't understand.
What did you do to her?
So we didn't do anything, sir. We didn't do anything. She was just, I don't know, overwhelmed with something. And she
Oh,
just couldn't deal with juggling maybe 4 or 5 different classes because she was teaching a lot of classes. She took over all Wimbai's class modules, you see.
yeah, because I was working with Mumbai last year. I didn't know that there was a new lecturer. I thought it was Mumbai. Okay, but yeah, in the meantime, you can reach out to me on WhatsApp, and you can also, if there are any questions that you want to ask, I always encourage students to ask questions in class so that, we discuss them together. Because when it's DM, the answer only benefits one student. But sometimes you can always ask on behalf of all students because whatever that you are going through in terms of a query, what if Zem or Matapelo have also the same query in their mind, then at least it ends up benefiting everyone, if you get what I mean. So I prefer students to ask any queries during lessons in class or in the WhatsApp group. But if you feel like it's something sensitive, then you can DM me and I'm going to respond. I'm also going to put my email address there on the comment section. So it's Abednego B at Boston. Okay, so you can also reach me on those email addresses. Can you see them, guys? Simpiwe and Tenel on chat
Yes,
section.
sir.
All right. Are you sorted now?
Yes, sir.
It's better. It's better than nothing. Excuse me, than not having a lecture at all, right?
It's better than last week.
What
Much
was
better than
happening
last.
last week?
We had no
I think
lecture
so. We
last
didn't
week.
have not a single lecture last week, so
Yeah, that's a very poor return on investment, as you say that you guys paid. So I
Paid so
do
much.
understand your frustrations, but I'm sure that is going to be sorted out very soon. It's not like you guys have been completely abandoned. That's why you're in my class. And I hope that you enjoyed the things that we discussed today. And it's always good, guys. The more the merrier. I'm sure we also found very interesting stuff from you guys, truly speaking. You know, I was expecting silent people, like very, very silent, but I enjoyed your engagement. I don't know from Lindiwe, Zemzem, Matape, and Primonia. Didn't you find that more engaging, guys?
it was indeed, sir.
Hmm. And we actually missed you guys. We were expecting you on Tuesday, and we saw
Yes, sir,
no.
we did. We did. We really did.
Everybody was talking about how they're excited that the Durban students are gonna
On
join.
Tuesday. On Tuesday,
Yes.
like, where are the Durban students? And there was no one. And I was
Hey,
expecting more. Is it
we are
only
sorry.
the two of you guys, or there are many?
There's many of us, sir. I think
Really?
there's like no, not that many. I'm exaggerating.
But
There's
more than
about
five?
yeah, but 7, I think. I'm correct.
Hmm.
7 or 5, round about there. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, my biggest worry is that maybe some of you guys might have given up, like, oh, there's no lecturer, then let's just leave it. So I'm glad that at the end of the day, you want to pass, you want to have that diploma, you want to have that certificate to your name. So also encourage your peers, to join online classes. For now, it's the least that you can do. Then as for contact classes, like next week, you just go to online lessons. Even right now, you can also go through the recorded links for part-time classes, because I'm going to discuss the same thing that I discussed with you guys today. In the evening, I'm going to do that with part-time students. And we'll discuss something that is very different, because people have got different experiences. It can be the same topic, the same knowledge, but different angles. So I also encourage everyone, including my Sandton students, that if you have got time, go through the recorded links for part-time lessons, because part-time is those who are working, and most of them are older than me, by the way. Like, I've got someone who is old enough to be my father in that class. So imagine the wisdom and the knowledge that comes from that person. Okay, people, tomorrow I've got a class, tomorrow Friday. That class is always tricky, and I appreciate a lot when students attend that class, because it is at 8:15 in the morning. So please, guys, I highly encourage you to attend tomorrow's class. The link is still the same. It's fine, I understand some of you will still be snoring in class because you'll be sleepy. But at least if there is still someone in class, some of you guys, by that time, even after lesson, you go back to bed. Some, Zem, last week you said you're going back to bed, if I remember. Was it Matapelo?
Yes, it was
No, it
me.
was them.
You see, but it's good. You won't even know that you are wearing pajamas. Even some of you maybe don't even have pajamas. You snip mapuna puna, completely like Adam and Eve. But it's good to attend the morning class, guys. I encourage you to attend tomorrow's morning class, okay?
Yes, sir.
And thank you so much for attending today's class. It's greatly appreciated. And I thank you so much for your engagement. Always prepare for lessons. More preparations, it means more engagement. Have a good one and enjoy the rest of your day.
Bye,
You too, sir.
sir.
Have a good day. Bye, sir.
Okay, bye.
Thank you very much. It was good to
My
meet
pleasure.
everybody.
Great meeting you too.